Hey there, it's Cassie Glassman with Blue Silo Beef, and I just noticed that we're getting a lot of new followers here on our Facebook page. So, first of all, I wanted to say welcome, just to say give us a little introduction rather. My husband and I are full time cattle ranchers, and we are on 330 acres just west of Springfield. We're like 20 minutes from town. And we're both full-time on the ranch. And so Blue Silo Beef is like one component of our entire operation. And I thought you might be interested to learn the story as to how and why Blue Silo Beef came into existence. And so it is January of 2020. And this was probably 2020, 2 or 3 years ago, not long after we bought the property, which you can see the namesake, Blue Silo Beef. But the reason that we started Blue Silo Beef is actually because of this fence right here, this fence. So what happened was we, as a cow-calf operation, meaning we have a herd of cows, we breed them, they have a calf once a year, the calves get sold or put back into the herd, and that is how the enterprise makes money. So as a traditional cow-calf operation, and also from the standpoint that we raise registered cattle, usually you keep your males intact, you raise them up to be bulls, and you sell them to other producers, and they use them to breed their cows and propagate their genetics. So we were doing that. The problem is that we have a smaller herd of cows, like 100. So you're only getting half of that as males, and we calve twice a year. And so really in each calf crop, you're looking at, 25 or 30 head of bulls, which sounds like a lot, but really isn't. We're smaller. We're actually newer to the Simmental breed. We both have a background in Charolais cattle. So we didn't have an established customer base. We aren't, continuing on a ranch that our parents had started or grandparents with an established customer base. For a few reasons, what ended up happening was we had this pen right here behind me filled with mature bulls, like year and a half, almost 2-year-old bulls. So there was probably 15 or 20 head of bulls. And we just weren't getting them moved. We weren't getting them sold. And you know what mature bulls do? They tear crap up. So they're tearing, this is a cable wire here, and they would put their head through to eat grass on the other side. And they'd rub around on the fence and loosen up the cable. Ian would have to come in and fix it. They would tear up by our waterers. They're just really destructive. It's, they're intact, so they have all this testosterone, and all they have to do in their pen is fight each other. So they're tearing up stuff, and this is at a point in time where Ian and I our goal is to both stay on the ranch, not have outside jobs. And so I proposed to him, I was like, what if this next calf crop, what if we castrate more of our males? And he's like, why would we do that? And so it was kind of my baby, but I talked him into doing it, and that's how Blue Silo Beef started. Because castrated males, also called steers, they deposit their fat differently than a intact male would. They deposit it as fat rather than using it as energy for breeding purposes. Anyway, that's what the majority of, if you get beef, it's usually raised off of steers, males, castrated males. Anyway, so that was how we started Blue Silo Beef. And at this point in time, we castrate all of our males now, and they all run into the beef program. That's the goal. So I just thought you'd be interested to know that the reason that we're in business is because of this. There it is, this particular fence. So For those of you who are our fans, I want to say thank you for being supporters, and I would love it if you could encourage or invite somebody else to like our Blue Silo Beef page. Our goal is to feed our neighbors in the Ozarks right around Springfield, Missouri. We're not shipping beef. We're not trying to be Omaha Steaks. We're not trying to be, what is it? I keep seeing it on Facebook. Butcher Box, something like that. No, we just want to feed our neighbors right here. And we want to showcase what a real world cattle operation looks like. And really, we're pretty small in comparison to what a lot of operations are. But I think it's important to see that not every cattle ranch is old MacDonald, had a farm, everything's out on grass. You know, it's all pretty white picket fence, cows grazing green grass. It's not really how it works. And we just want to be a face for responsible ranching. And so if you could encourage somebody to check us out, we would really love that. Between 8:30 and 10 on Friday mornings. And all those delivery options are available right there on the website. You can read more about them. Okay, so I would love it for you guys to, like I said, invite somebody to come check us out and like our page. And we would love to see you over in the Top Cut group, our Top Cut customers group. And so if you want to learn more about that, definitely message me and I can get you in there. Okay, well, so I hope you have an awesome day. And yes, you have this fence to thank. And I'm sure, wait, somebody's going to say something about my Broncos shirt, probably, because we're right here in Chiefs country. And so let me just say this. I think it says something about my personality, not my IQ, before you say that. My personality, that I stick with and commit to a cause, and I am not one to easily jump off a bandwagon. So yes, I will proudly wear my Broncos swag. Okay. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting our family and our business, and I hope to see you soon.